Let's watch this video.
Why do you think Nigeria is always associated with fraud?
I think it's an unfortunate sequence of accidents that makes it such that Nigeria is viewed as a jurisdiction that is specially linked to fraud. So if you look at the actual data, globally, Nigeria is not even, I think, in the top 12 or the top 13 countries for internet fraud globally. However, what Nigeria does have that most other countries don't have is cultural tendency to be very loud, right? So when the North Koreans or the Russians or the Americans or the Chinese, who are by far bigger in the global cybercrime space than Nigerians are, when they are doing their scams worth billions of dollars, you don't hear anything about it. They keep everything they do very quiet. They don't drive flashy cars. You don't see them, right? Even if they live ostentatiously, in closed gated neighborhoods where you can't see them. They don't have Instagram pages.
They keep a low profile.
Exactly. In Nigeria, however, you have a guy like Ramon Abbas, who you might know as Hush Puppy, who does a scam for maybe $10 million, right? Which, I mean, in personal terms, $10 million is a lot of money. But in global terms, it's absolutely nothing. It's a drop in the bucket. But with that $10 million, he buys a Rolls Royce Phantom. He buys a luxury mansion in Dubai. He lives this huge, like, ostentatious Instagram lifestyle until people inevitably start to ask, what does this person do for a living? And then inevitably the answer that comes back is this person is into cybercrime. So when you have 100, 200, 300, 1,000, 2,000 such people who have similar backstories and they're all Nigerians, then obviously what then tends to happen is people now start to associate Nigeria with fraud, with cybercrime. Meanwhile, in actual financial terms, Nigerians are a drop in the bucket. But because culturally, Nigeria is very different to most other African countries in terms of just our sheer loudness. We have very, very, very loud people. I don't think there's any Nigerian you will meet on earth that would deny it. We have very loud people. Culturally, we're not very humble people. We can be quite aggressive, can be quite overbearing, can be quite domineering. We always like to have our point of view heard. Sometimes that can be a good thing, but this is one of those instances where it is definitely a minus, because that lack of self-awareness, that constant need to be noticed is what has created this unfortunate idea that Nigerians somehow do more cybercrime than others. Nigerians don't actually do more cybercrime than even Ghanaians. But again, it's just that thing of who makes the most noise,
Who's loud?
Yes, so people have watched this video now. So we have seen the reason why Nigerian name have been spoiling outside because of the rousiness of Nigerians. Maybe only them they do wetin they do, but because say they too dey lousy, they too dey make noise and noise too much. That is why they have been spoiling our name outside the countries. Wetin white people don dey do for a very long time codedly, they have been doing this thing for a very long time, but when e reach our hand, e go spoil am. Even Ghanaians wey you see so, most of Ghanaians boys dey do these things. Most of Ghanaian boys are doing these things. But Nigerians, anything that enter their hands, they spoil it. They use it for granted. They misuse it. They will abuse that thing. That is the main issue. So this country, I don't know when this country go better, because even our leaders are not also helping matters. Our leaders is the generation, is the beginning of all these fraudulent activities. They are the generation of all these fraudulent acts. Here now you see how the things they play, how they go. So how we dey do ourselves. If we humble ourselves, all these things will not come out. We too dey noisy. That's why most people no dey like us, because we too dey noisy. This is the major reason sef wey Ghanaians don't like us. We are too noisy. We too dey make noise. Anywhere wey we dey try to show ourselves. Anywhere Nigerian dey, they must show themselves. I don't know. Anywhere you see a Nigerian man, they show themselves, they don't hide. The thing they are mentioning their name for. All countries are doing it. But because we are doing ours and rubbing it on our face, they do our own. Like Nigerian men or guys, they do their own, they run for their face. Can you imagine? Can you imagine even this house property mention? How many millions dollars now in pick? How many million dollar in pick? All the whole internet no hear word. Nobody, politicians, they challenge them, they challenge many people. Even their Timaya challenge them. A lot of celebrity in Nigeria challenge them, say they wear fake. And they are wearing fake. As he is the only one that wear the original, the Gucci. He's the brand ambassador of Gucci. Gucci. So how is it? It is what it is. So this is for Nigerians. Make una change our ways. Make we try change the narrative. If people they think about us outside there. Let's try and change this narrative. Let's try and change the narrative because it is going out of hand. See, a lot of countries have started banning us from traveling to their country. Look at common South Africa here. South Africa too, which is Africa. We are Africans. They are also chasing us away. They are also not happy seeing us. Ghanaians too, because of our deed, what our brothers there are doing. That's why Ghanaians also have joined the league. But let's come to think about some things right now. Is this Ghana and South Africa? Are they the only country chasing us? Are they the only country complaining about us? Drop it in the comment section. If it's only Ghana and South Africa are the only country condemning us or chasing us away, what other countries are chasing us away? Is it Ghana or South Africa? Is the country chasing us away? Drop yours in your comment section. Okay? Thank you. If you like this channel, please subscribe and stay tuned because I'll be dropping it here.